Don't play with it, don't play with it, don't play with it. Don't play with it. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You f like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. I just want a roughneck nigga on the tongue. You just wanna send me automatic with a drop. Ask me if I'm finished now, I just begun. I ain't giving out no money to no nigga just for fun. Are you dumb? Other man, I don't know no other man. You f like 100 niggas just for 100 bands. I don't even got me 100 bands. I'm still gonna make me 100 M's with 100 plans. Give me peso, extendo.
Hello, 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 hello. How is everybody doing? I'm so excited to be here. Chasity don't have a tooth in the front of her mouth. Chasity is missing a whole tooth, and Shauna really ain't got nobody. Like, it's really cruel out here. Welcome to this good old live for rap shit. Thank you to everybody who is here. This is episode 6. Once again, I am not only streaming from my channel, but just my opinions channel as well. If you are enjoying what we are doing, what you are hearing, if you're laughing, please, please, please hit that like button. I'm going to read like 2 comments, then I'm bringing my guest out so we can go ahead and get started. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's see. I died when I saw her tooth gone. That's a lot of laughing emojis. Let's see. I'm on time. Thank you so much for being here and being on time. I appreciate it. Let's see. Hi, Miss Tyra. Good evening. Happy Friday. Yeah, this is a lovely, lovely Friday. If you got all your fronts, hit the like button because you know everybody ain't able. About to get started, y'all. Let's see. Finally on time for a live. So we got, some new people in here. Thank you so much for being here, Danielle. I love when you guys are on time. One last comment. Yes, child. Shauna can't catch a break to save her life. Absolutely not. So go ahead and dive into the episode. Let me bring my guest out and see what he thought about it. B, how are you doing?
I am good, ma'am. How are you doing?
I'm awesome. I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you're here with all your teeth.
Yes.
How did you feel about this episode, B?
It was entertaining. I did not expect what happened at the end. I was like, whoa, this is getting kind of dark, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. However, before we move on, can I clean house real quick? Just real quick. Saw a few comments saying, I'm glad that the live started on time. Guys, it's my fault. We would have started earlier, but I was having some technical difficulties. So do not blame Tyra. Blame myself. I'm so sorry, Tyra. Won't happen again. And also, please, it is very important that you guys hit the like button and you share this if you enjoy the content, because YouTube is not being fair to Tyra in these streaming streets. Okay, they are discriminating against this sister, and I'm gonna say she probably can't, but they are just. I'll just say they're not being fair. Okay, and it's just not right, and we're trying to fight for justice. So you don't got if you got the money, because she got the babies, she need the Pampers and the food. You can send a super chat, a cash app. But if you don't got it, because it's tight right now, I understand. Black Friday, nobody showed up because people, they got stuff to do. It's Christmas. If you can't do that, you can at least leave a comment. You can share the button, hit the share button, thumbs up. It will go a long way. I'm being for real. My bad. Just had to say that. The episode was it was entertaining. It was. I know some people. The people here, they like the show, but some people they don't. And I can understand kind of both sides, but I'm entertained and I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, I think from the first season, this has been not that it was, just completely bad, but this is like a major improvement for me. The fact that we have had like peaks and valleys with this season, it says a whole lot because I don't think we got so much of that. With every single episode, I find myself being increasingly surprised with what's going on with my characters because I did not expect any of this to happen this episode.
I gotta be honest, I've never watched a show to where all of the characters are bad, like all of them, the men and the women, but I'm still drawn in. I don't want to judge nobody because I ain't perfect myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ain't that many role models in this show. So, but I'm still having a good time.
Yeah, absolutely. But just going on and getting into this episode, like I didn't know where we were gonna go after the last one because I guess I need to throw my little my conspiracies on the ground, but it's okay. I'm hoping that we do get to see Lord AK again. I don't know why I thought we were going to be young and the restless dramatic and have Shauna visit him in the hospital. We did not
Man,
open we did not open there at all. Instead we are getting a Joe Button type of podcast situation where it's like, what would you mean the tour over? He catch on fire one time, he light up like a cigarette, and all of a sudden his tour over. These niggas is soft with an extra T. V, how did you feel about these three men here just feeling like that and also saying, it's a conspiracy and it's the Illuminati? This was a ritual. A lot of the things that we, hear and see on platforms when stuff like this happened. How did you feel about them considering AK to be soft because he had the nerve to close out his tour?
it really hurt my feelings. It really did because everybody goes through stuff. People are just really out here suffering in silence sometimes, and they don't know this dude, Lord AK, and they are just putting all types of assumptions and speculations out there in the world, not even remotely close. And it just really bothers me. I mean, I know this a show, but
Oh, yeah.
people do this in real
Yeah.
life. It's just like, damn, like we didn't know Lord AK either until he had to sit down, almost had the sex session with Shauna, and in the studio as well. And in this short time we've been getting to know him, I like him.
Yeah.
And we opening up this recap here, this review, this reaction, and I'm saying none of the characters, I really like, men or women, small or main, supporting our main characters, but I like Lord AK, but he burnt up.
Yeah.
It's like, damn, as soon as you find a character that you like, he's burnt up. And it just seems like there's no sympathy or empathy from these gentlemen right here. They're just trying to get the clicks, they're trying to get the views, and just kind of looking at it one-sided and talking about Tupac checked himself out of the hospital after he shot himself 5 times. I'm just like, bruh, and people are gonna run with that, and it made me uncomfortable a bit, but that's just the reality.
Absolutely. I think we see a whole lot with the characters here. People are just, desensitized. Like it's really nothing. I feel like y'all know I had my theories for last episode. I'm gonna still stick by 'em.
Oh Lord.
But I feel like we were supposed to be maybe relaying AK to the XX Extacion and Juice World, like those young generation type of rappers who may look like they have it all and have it all together, but internally they are dealing with stuff emotionally, maybe drugs, and we lose them early on. But before we even leave this, because we can't spell Illuminati without lit, it is coming off as if Lord AK, this episode was just, merely like injured, like just from the flames from last episode. I really thought he was going to be severely burned, and it just really doesn't give that in this episode. Were you surprised that it was just like, well, like I felt like that, with the people just really not caring, but the way that they're discussing his injuries in this episode is as if it's, like run of the mill, just put a little band-aid on it and he'll be
Right.
okay. When the caliber of the fire says something else, or am I tripping?
No, you're not tripping at all. It was very, very severe. And I'm kind of frustrated too because I wanted them to pick up right where it left off, and they
Yeah.
did by seeing the public react to it. And of course, we had other characters react to it later on in the episode, which we're going to get to, which I
Yeah.
can't wait to talk about. But I kind of like you. I kind of wanted to see him in the hospital. Is he
Yeah.
dead? Is he alive? What degree burns is it? Whether Shauna there was or not. Man, that's a big deal because it was so
Yeah.
random. the
Yeah.
cliffhanger of all cliffhangers, and then it's like, not only do you not open with it, you don't even close, with the update as well. So yeah, did I even ask you a question? Did I just ramble on? I'm
No,
sorry.
no, you did, B. I'm laughing. So they do is like I blame Lil Nas X. Like we're, just randomly blaming people. Hey, D Movie
Right.
Man, thank you so much for being here. Not them expecting that man to shake it off. A whole inferno engulfing
Man.
his body. That's that sad part. I see all kinds of struggle podcasts with weird takes like this. Yeah, this is, it's supposed to be meant for laughs, but it's really funny. But I'm hoping that the whole situation with Lord AK isn't some one-off thing and we don't see him in these next, 2 episodes to come. Like, y'all gotta wrap that up a little
Yeah.
better than this. I'm hoping that this wasn't just to, make a statement, because this is supposed to be life imitating art with rap females in the industry. But moving on from this, what about the record deal and the tour? I feel like with Shauna and Mia, we got, two different sides. I felt like in this episode, Mia, she understood the situation, but there was a whole lot of, but like, well, what about me? I can't believe we're here. Like, I was just, living in the lap of luxury. And now I'm back here. And you really have Shauna reflecting heavily, like, I should have did something. Maybe it was something, I saw. She's kind of like internalizing. You can tell that she's really hurt. And, the baby's like, Shauna, where's your mommy? You ain't got nowhere to go. You gonna be here? Like, it was really sinking in heavy this episode. I was like, Shauna really has nobody and nowhere to go. B, how did you feel about this and about that record deal that wasn't anything, because you have them say, well, what about Francois and the guy who's interested in us, and it's just like, well, yeah, everybody's dealing with AK, but we know, like, girl, that would never happen. That man wasn't gonna sign y'all.
Right. I mean, I'm not mad at them for aspiring to, reach new heights and new levels in life. I mean, that's
Yeah,
what we're all trying to do. But it just kind of goes to show, man, can't control the universe. Just random
yeah,
things will happen, and you have to have that plan B or C, or you're going to end up looking like Shauna here. And with her character, she continues to be a roller coaster for me as far as how I feel about her. Sometimes I'm like, oh my God, I can't stand you. You're annoying. But, here I'm just like, I kind of feel you. I understand. And I don't want to say relate, but I see your pain. And I liked her response. I didn't like Mia's, and you have the perfect screen grabs to represent that. But, this right here was a good reflection of Shauna, how
yeah,
she reacted. It would have broke my soul if she was more like Mia. But at the same time, I guess that can be expected because Mia wasn't there, and
yeah,
Shauna was. I mean, she was literally the last person to see this guy before he was engulfed. So I like Shauna's reaction, is what I'm getting
yeah.
at.
Yeah, it makes sense, and it was also just a reflection on the group and the direction that you were going. Like, if your complete success was solely banking on this one situation, then we need to regroup and come back, because there should have been, multiple hands in the pot. But y'all know how they've been moving this season, and we were just banking on this one situation, trusting Francois to honor what he's saying. And it's just, yeah, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. Y'all have to be prepared.
Yeah, and
Ah,
I'm sorry, I always have people in my that's close to me that I love and trust that it looks like, hey man, I see what you're doing, but is it working out? What's your plan B? What's your plan C? And I
yeah,
appreciate it. But everybody doesn't have that. And Shauna kind of does, but she doesn't want to listen to her parents,
yeah.
So yeah, I just had to throw that out there too. Sorry.
Yeah. This is always the moments in the shows that confuse me when we get back to Chasity being a pimp. Um Denisha over here, she's been in charge of the girls, and Duke's upset. Some stuff is went astray, and she's going off about how she's never been touched. As if we would, ever believe that Duke was, running around here bitch slapping anybody. I just don't see it. I don't see it at all, but I guess it was to be poignant about why Duke is necessary. We have the girls have an incident, one get arrested, and all I's and Di's and T's weren't crossed. And it's just like, you know what? Hey, you were supposed to pay this person to avoid this. And I'm going to take care of it. And of course, we have to take care of enemies, a fellow pimp or whatever you want to call it, taking over the little motel spot and saying that the girls aren't allowed to work there. But B, how did you feel about Duke coming back to what she doesn't want to come back to? She's back to the lifestyle of being a pimp.
I like how aggressive she was.
That was aggressive. Okay.
Yeah, to me, you know, she was like, "Shut the F up." You
It's
know, like,
nah.
it just seems like, what why can't y'all follow simple instructions? I'm not trying to glorify their lifestyle or tear them down either.
Right.
But when I saw her kind of kicking the door, boom, 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 I'm just like, damn, why don't you have this same amount of confidence, you know, in other walks of life,
Yeah,
you know,
and
in the
as a
music industry?
manager.
Yeah, yeah, you know, like you probably would have a bit more respect with Francois, you know, if you had the same amount of energy. And of course, we have seen prostitution rings and stuff like this in movies and television since the beginning of time. However, watching this episode, it was the first time it crossed my mind I was like, I wonder what the split is. You know, like how much, you know, is this service versus this service, and how much does the girls get versus, you know, the pimp or the person in control versus how much the I was just like I was just so curious. Like I really wanted to know. And so
Mhm.
I was and another thing I was just saying, how did all these people get in this situation too? Because your girl on the bottom, I mean, they all have nice bodies, but your girl on the bottom right there, she's very, very attractive. And I'm just saying, I was just again, I don't mean to judge nobody, but I'm just like, I was all these are going through my mind when I was watching this scene right here. It's like, how did y'all get here? I'm really, really curious. I want to know.
Yeah, I see this comment here. It says I'm more invested in Duke's storyline and background than all the other stuff that's going on. Yeah, Duke has a lot of story going on. I would be here for it, but just with what I expect from just pimp energy, I don't know if I'm just holding Duke to a standard of a male pimp or what, but the girl like there's like a not like they're not in fear of any consequences, especially our, bottom, our Miss Attractive here, Pretty V Deja. Nobody's like in fear of, oh, we didn't do what we were supposed to do. Duke's gonna come through here and pop, 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 pop. Like she's over there talking about like I ain't never been touched. Like it's very nonchalant. And just for what Duke needs to be to kind of have them in line to make sure they remain the girls, it just doesn't seem like that type of fire is being put down or under them. But okay.
It
But
just seems so simple too. Like she was saying, you can't just go to any hotel, motel you want. And
Mhm.
if you have any problems, just pay so and so. It's simple, but you want to be in the lobby, pop locking and dropping it with your mouth all loud. It's just like, geez, this is easy. Just get in, get
But
out, be free. You know, like
this is what it is. Be like you left us to our own devices. Deja isn't used to being in charge. We pop locking and dropping it, going to jail, having a fellow whatever in the jailhouse do our astrology map, living our best life in there. And it's just like this is what happens when you leave us to do stuff yourself. If you weren't off trying to play manager, things would be the way that they're supposed to.
yeah.
Let's see. Deja can't be trusted. I have a feeling something may happen. I don't know with her. Yeah, with what was going on over the phone and her not answering the calls and stuff. She might have. I think didn't we have episodes with her saying that it was other pimps showing interest in her? Maybe that may come back into the forefront. Who knows? Because she's been really tired of Chasity for a minute.
Mhm, mhm.
But getting into this, it's not your fault. I knew something was wrong. I was really here for the girls like supporting each other. More so Mia, because child, Shauna has nowhere to go. It's just really sad. Shauna has nowhere to go. Not only is she living with Mia, but Mia is kind of, trying to cater to her emotionally. And I thought that was really nice for the growth of their relationship, especially with them being mad at each other for the better part of last season, going into the first few episodes. But how did you feel about them kind of supporting each other in this episode, B?
Well, I felt that Mia was supportive.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like the other two were. I probably would have gotten a fight. Like, there was all these jokes about roasting and scorching. I'm just like, "What? This is a human being," unless I'm misinterpreting the scene here. But you're right as far as Mia being supportive.
Now
But
you
also,
on let's see, you are here with you talking about the friends group, right?
whoa, did I jump too far ahead?
No, these people here.
Yeah,
No, we can
yeah.
go there.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. I don't want to mess you up, but
No, no, you're fine, B. Like, cause it's kind of encapsulating both of the emotion, because this is a part of Shauna's trauma. Because from this, we see her, go in the bathroom and pretty much have a nervous breakdown. And I was gonna
yeah.
ask was this, I got your answer, but was this insensitive or, them being too sensitive? Did you feel like the girls were being insensitive to the situation?
Hell yeah. That was effed up. Like Shauna is better than me. I mean, if it wasn't a physical throwdown, it would have been some words exchanged. I don't even want to say profanity, but like, wait a minute now. Like, what are you doing? This is a human being that is going through stuff, whether it was on purpose or not. Like, how can you just sit there and tell jokes like this? However, about the show itself, I like how real it was, just showing women and how they interact behind closed doors and talk to each other, because that's not. I mean, I didn't watch, what is it, Sex in the City. I only caught a couple of episodes, so I don't. Maybe they had it in that show as well, but I just never, me personally, I've never seen it to where, so many women are being honest with themselves and so raunchy. You had that in the other Issa Rae show, Insecure, but not to this degree where she's like, pulling up remotes and stuff, talking about, was it like this or like this? You know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was in college, becoming the man I am today, when it just dawned on me. It's just like, oh my gosh, women are just like men, or talk the same.
Yeah, what you mean? We vulgar as hell.
Yeah, well, when I was 18, 19, you know what I'm saying? Because I say this a few times on my, well, I'm on my channel now. We're on both. That I was a bit sheltered, and so when I went to, I think you teased me about that a few times, behind the you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
And so yeah, when I went to college, my wings were spread just like everybody, and I'm just like, oh snap, they just like us. So for her to be like, and all this, I think you had an emoji up. It was entertaining, and I like that they're not shying away from that. Like, because I know it'll turn some people off. Like, oh my gosh, why are they depicting Black women this way?
I love it. I know these girls.
Yeah, it's real, like, no, everybody's not Claire Huxtable, it's
First of all, they never like Shauna. Let's start there.
What you mean?
The girls, they've never liked Shauna to even be sensitive to, like, like, let's consider Shauna's feelings. She was there. Like, first of all, they're the type of females that they are, so I'm not going to be sensitive to. They're like, oh my God, how dare he? What did it say? So y'all got to stop the bag just because he want to be Burna Boy? Like, we ain't got time for him to be setting himself on fire, messing up y'all moment, your opportunity, Mia. Like, this is about everybody's, really self-indulgent and really desensitized to that. Like, if it's not anybody I know or my friend, why would I care? And it's a lot of people like that. And whereas you has Shauna, she's I was laughing so hard with Shauna when she was like, the girls are coming over and she started stabbing at Capri Sun, like, oh, like, do your friends have, like, girl, it's my house.
Yeah. I was also laughing at the charcuterie board that they were making.
The hood charcuterie, I had to get that in there. I had to put the hood. I am here for the hood charcuterie board. Shout out to all of us who have did that. We got raisins, we got Ritz crackers.
I ain't mad at those, like, whatever floats your boat. You know what I'm saying? I will eat some raisins, not in potato salad. They got to be by itself. But it's been a minute, so I may go buy some tomorrow when I go grocery shopping. But
yes, please do.
Yeah, it was the thing about it is they're a-holes, but at the same time I kind of like them in a way. I
love them.
It's kind of refreshing too,
I love them. We get so much of women, having to be portrayed in a certain light. They have to be likable. They have to conduct themselves a certain way. Like, no, these are real females. Like, we don't care about who died, girl. You can go gag on some D so you can get another check. Like, they're still, have that same frame of mind of, oh, who died? Oh, so can you talk to this person or this person who gonna still get you a bag? Like, don't worry about that. Just go get a man some head and some Neosporin and we can just move on. Like, they just really do not care. But as far as this, being too sensitive with something, I don't mind it because I think it's realistic to depict women or just people like this, period. There are real people like this.
Right. True.
Let's say, going back to
yeah, my fault.
No, you're fine, D. Let's get here. Charcuterie, coochie, and quinoa. So, coochie coochie and quinoa. Y'all know I had to go look up a quinoa burger because I was like, what that even look like? Yeah, did you tell Mia about me? Did we not say that this woman would return? We knew that she was going to be in the picture. Not only is she in the picture, but they are sleeping together. It's almost like we're making it really, low key official. If I'm, riding D on the couch and then making you a burger afterwards, this feel real to me. This feel mighty real to me. What?
Can't be making we can't be making them assumptions now. When y'all be doing that. I made you a quinoa burger. And we had sex. No, that don't mean nothing now. You better communicate. She communicated. But I'm
not just
having these assumptions now. People gonna get your feelings hurt.
Not just that. When I physically say out of my mouth, I like what we have going on here. Did you tell your baby mama about me? Like, is that not, me inquiring to let you know that this not just some one-off things? I don't give everybody coochie and quinoa. This is special.
I'll give you that, but just to play it safe, ladies, if you like the guy and you had these expectations, let's have a conversation before the coochie and the quinoa come out. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm trying to spur feelings now. Okay,
so, most definitely, because like 5 minutes ago, Lamont was trying to fly out and be next to Mia. He's, in her DM, oh, you're looking good. Anytime she chooses to entertain him, I know he got to his wit's end, like, this is it. You're not going to play me again. But that was literally 5 minutes ago. So clearly we aren't in the clear. And, I'm just dealing with, my baby mama from a distance. Yeah. But I feel like this is going to end pretty ugly when Mia does find out. What about you?
Let me see here. Because I know what happens. I can't wait for it. It's very entertaining. Yeah, of course, it's gonna be some mess. What you think? You know what I'm saying? You can imagine them in the right room, like, yes, and this person did this and said this. So yeah, it's funny. It's funny. And it's mature. Well, the way it ends, I'll say that. But what I was also gonna say is, a man will always accept free food and booty. Okay, that does not mean.
Lord.
I'm for real though, because it just grinds my gears sometimes. Just like the disconnect. You know what I'm saying? But yes, a quinoa burger, that's gross. I mean, I like quinoa, but on a burger.
A whole quinoa. You see, he was digging in that kitchen for some crystals, some hot sauce, some something.
How does that even work? Like, did she fry it? Like, there had to be another binding agent. Like,
not a binding agent. I think that's another layer to it. Like, not only are you interested in somebody else, but she making like, this is totally from her demeanor, her apartment, her vegan lifestyle. She's completely different from Mia. So it's just like, oh, that's what you want to do now? Like, it's going to be, whenever it happens, B already knows, but whenever it happens, it's going to be very interesting. I can't wait to see.
I'm trying to think, like, how would it, she's a vegan, so she's not going to, like, I was thinking, like, maybe she mix some eggs with it and then fry it.
Really?
But come on, man.
You go over there with Tabitha and, see how she making that vegan food. I'm sure she got a quinoa burger on the channel.
Man.
Oh, Lord. But I'm here. But regardless, I'm here, even though Lamont needs to be clear. Like, don't be trying to entertain her like you don't want nothing to do with me. Clearly, that's a lie. But I am glad that he's not just strictly at Mia's beck and call anymore. Yes. She be trying to play with the boy.
True. And do you like her yourself?
Yeah, I think she's cool. Like, I wouldn't, like you said, them assumptions, I would have did a little bit more, than, yeah, did you tell her, like, what was going on here? Just to do your due diligence, like you said, because I gave you coochie and quinoa. This means something to me. But
one more question before we move on. Before, if you had to choose right now at the end of episode 6, just let's have fun. Would you want Lamont to be with her or Mia? If you had to choose.
If I had to choose, because I'm a firm believer in, like, moving on. I would move on, like, because this isn't their first, like, from what we've seen in these, like, last seasons, their situation is very shifty. It's back and forth. It's been ups and downs, and it seems like they've tried to make it work. And if it's just not working, or we have, Mia moving the way she's moving and Lamont now wanting more, like, what we stand here for? Go try something new and see what happens with that. Try some more quinoa.
Mm.
She
Hot
care about
sauce.
his health, y'all.
Yes.
What she say? You gonna thank me when your colon is clean? I was like, oh, she really like you. That's a one. We are just leaving this situation. Of course, y'all know I had to get Shauna breaking down in the bathroom because she just couldn't take the insensitive comments. Shauna is really struggling. Like she was shaking. I was like, oh, Shauna's gonna have a nervous breakdown really soon. Really
Yeah.
soon because she's it seems like she's getting pushed to her limit like every single episode a little bit privately. So I think outwardly she's just probably gonna burst because it just seems like she just can't catch a win. But you know, Shauna has did stuff for her not to catch a win. And of course
Mhm.
we have Mia. I put a blank for Mia because Mia's just thinking about Mia.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, fine. Nobody's saying that she has to just shed, you know, several tears over AK, but it's like, oh, Victoria Monet was, you know, she gave me a hug, and Roddy Rich and all these other people, like, yeah, we was just in the lifestyle. Now I'm back here doing what? Like, yeah, we kind of see her moping this episode and just thinking that, like, before y'all went on tour, y'all was gonna have to make stuff shake yourselves. Like, get back into that frame of mind and stop relying on whatever you thought you had. Chasity, this ain't Grand Theft Auto, girl. This got really video game for me. I was like, not Shauna. This was not Shauna. Chasity like playing gangster to me. Now there was a whole lot of her, you know, trying to rid the Mosey Rosie of the tenants and all of the freaky inhabitants of what was going on with the hookers.
Mm.
That was unexpected. There was a lot of nudity out of nowhere. A lot of sexual activity. We got the last one down there. I put what's the safe word because I just had to put that there. But we have, you know, some stuff happening. Before we get to Chastity, B, how did you feel about all of the situations, and would you have been in any of those rooms?
Nah, probably wouldn't have been in any of the rooms. Not gonna lie. You know, curious, but I probably wouldn't have been there. But hey, you know, do y'all, you know, if that's what you do. They had some interesting combinations too. I think at one room, I think it was 6 or 7 people. Because I
Mhm.
didn't notice it the first time there was a girl on the floor as well.
Yeah, there's a lot
Because I
going
just
on.
saw the guy to the left with the phone hanging up, but I don't know what the girl on the floor was doing. I'm gonna have to go look like what were you doing? Everybody, so I'm curious, but yeah, man, you gotta have a safe word. I mean, Chastity, she's doing what she has to do. You know, to take charge. It's a dangerous
See,
lifestyle,
this
you
was
know.
so unserious to me. That's why I put
Really?
Grand Theft Auto. It was coming off to me like a video game. And it was making me question until we got what we got later. It was making me question the authenticity of the episode. Like it felt really, really
Oh,
like kitty. Like, oh, I'm gonna run in here with my gun and everybody get out and get separate. Like I was like, what? What is this? Like, if we wouldn't have had her face any repercussions, I would have really been upset with this whole scenario. It just felt really like, you know, when you get, I don't know, y'all, I don't play video games, but the little second hand, whenever is, what is that? What is that? What is the one where you're shooting people? I don't know what it is.
there's a lot of those. You mean the name of
Like
the game?
yes, them games where you're just whatever.
Call
I
of
don't know.
Duty
Yeah,
or
that one.
okay,
That's the one. B.
okay.
It felt really Call of Duty, like we were gonna watch our hand, like freeze, everybody. I was like, this isn't, you know, doing what I think they think it was doing, but I think it was also to prove like Chastity really not about this life. Like we got the gun, but were we ever really gonna actually shoot it? No, we just thought that we could simply run in here, scare the tenants into
Yeah.
leaving, and like, yeah, my girl is gonna come back and do what they normally do. Like, what? That wasn't gonna fly. You're gonna have to answer for that. But let's move
You got
on.
a good point. You got a good point there. You got a good point there.
She put the grills in and the scully. I was like, really, Chastity?
Kinda like did you watch Breaking Bad?
Yeah.
You remember it's kinda like reminds me of, when Walter White turned into Heisenberg when he put on the hat, his whole demeanor changed. That's what she happened to her when she put in the teeth. Never
Mm.
mind, we can keep
No,
going.
I can't. Pretty Girl Danny said, damn, Shauna down bad. She has nowhere else to go to have this breakdown. I'd rather be
Mhm.
anywhere else crying than stuck in somebody else's house. I hold on. Man, it's not even that. Like, I just have to really reflect on how much damage, if any, has been caused in her actual life, home, with her family and her mother, for her to just feel like she doesn't want to go back. I feel like they tried to give us that when we met her parents, but it's like, dang, Shauna, you don't have anywhere else to go? But yeah, she has one place to go. She links up with Maurice, who is clearly depressed, and they are both in a space of being in need at this point. You see, he's just kind of digesting the fact that I'm gonna go to jail and the apartment is just going to hell. And Shauna goes to clean up and kind of make him feel better, and you see that he's kind of doing the same. B, how did you feel about her going to Maurice's, and should she have gone to Maurice's at all?
I like the last question you asked. When I was watching this, well, first of all, I'm glad that she cleaned up. That's the least you
Yeah.
can do. You just showing up at somebody's house unannounced. I don't know how long they've been knowing each other, but I know they've had sex. They've had. We know what the relationship has been. I'm glad
Yeah.
that she cleaned up, but I was kind of saying to myself, if the shoe was on the other foot, how would it look if he showed up on her doorstep like, "Hey, I don't have nowhere to go." Would she be as accepting as he was? And I was also just kind of saying to myself, does she really care about him?
Mm.
Are they really friends? Um, or is she just kind of an opportunist? Like, damn, I don't really care for this guy. I'm just hugging him because I need a place to stay. You know what I'm saying? And the cleaning and the chores, okay, that can be looked at it that way, but it could be therapeutic for some people. So it's just the gesture itself is not that big deal. But
Yeah.
again, earlier when I was feeling sorry for Shauna, I was kind of giving her the side eye, doing this scene right here because
Mhm.
I just kind of felt that she's using this guy. I mean, I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right, but
That's
that's
a
just kinda how I was
plausible
feeling.
that's a plausible question B, because it's not like she was, because you could clearly see season one he was interested in her, and she was only ever interested or even entertained him when she found out about the scamming. She needed some money, and then when her situation happened with her boyfriend, she just automatically clinged to him for affection. So it wasn't even like it was just some organic thing that was just so incredible that we expect her, like, we've never gotten that off of them. It's just been kind of a situation out of convenience. Just like now, I conveniently have nowhere else to go, so can I come here? But she cares about Maurice, but clearly it's only to a certain extent.
And the thing about it is like I kind of want to feel sorry for Maurice. Like, man, be strong, my boy. Don't fall for the okie dokie, but down in the tailpipe. But then again, he rips people off.
Mm.
So it's just like, well, you make your bed, you live in it, or you sleep in it, or whatever. So it's just weird, man. I like all, not just even Shauna, just all these characters. I'm like up and down with them.
Yeah, yeah, but it was nice that they were here for each other, because you see Maurice is just really down about doing time in jail. Let's just move on. We have,
Hold on. I don't. I'm sorry, Tyler. I don't understand like how that works. Like, why is he not in jail now? Or why doesn't he leave or go out of
You
state
be
or
on a
go
run.
leave the country? Yeah, like,
You'll get some more time if you get caught.
well, I don't know. Maybe I need to read up on it or something, but
I know the law. I ain't going down for evading arrest.
right.
No, it's I think there's a whole lot of due process to happen, but eventually it's coming down, because like I'm the last common denominator, and we saw Shauna get that email about the whole court and the whole case situation, so he's just prepping, like, you want him to run and be on America's Most Wanted. Uh we have not only Mia just really just thinking about what they had and what's happening now with their careers, but it's back to mommy mode. We're playing house and all the other good stuff you have to do with your kids when you don't want to. But we have
Oh, damn.
we
Like
have the
that?
mother. What you say, B?
Said it's like that?
Yeah, B. It's only so many times you want to play and eat pretend food, and it's cute the first few years, and then when you get your second one, it's like, all right, I want to eat more fake nothing. Order up, just I'm good. But it was very cute, but she's just so out of it. Like, this isn't where I want to be. Like, let me just go out with my mother to a little old head club. Shout out to anybody who's ever been to an old spot with your mama. I have.
Wow. Okay.
This was so funny to me because it felt so real when you go and hang out with an older group, the 40, 50 something spot. And it's just like when dude walked up with his Bluetooth, man, these hoes tripping like this.
Man,
Like, oh, God. But how
man.
did you feel about Mia getting advice? Because she's, grouchy and woe is me a whole lot. And this, I want more than this. I feel like her mom has made a little progress from, the scenes that we have seen her in with the advice and just telling her, I'm not telling you to settle or anything, or just because it's good enough for me. She didn't get mad. She didn't say anything because I thought her mom was gonna turn up when she was like, "This ain't good enough for me. I want more than that." She's like, "Okay, I understand that, but even if it's good enough for me and you want more for yourself, you should always appreciate what you have." I think she mentioned Lamont also, and you having help. I'm here to help you. Like, be grateful for that, as well as continue chasing your dreams. Like, it's not over just because of this situation. How did you feel about the advice from her mother?
Well, first, the playtime with the eggs and bacon or whatever, I like that she, played with her daughter.
Oh yeah.
That was nice. And your commentary, like, oh, even though I don't feel like it, I know that's the reality. I don't think I've ever heard it. Like, damn, I gotta play with my child, So that was just kind of funny. So I'm not judging you or anything, Sarah. I know you're a good mother. I've seen it. We've talked about that.
Oh yeah.
That's cool right there. But even in that scene when the daughter was kind of snapping her neck a little bit, I love the fact that Mia was like, I know we playing, but watch your tone. Yeah, make sure that's understood there. I'm laughing my behind off at your caption, "Oh, Bluetooth ninja in the club." That is hilarious because
Because they
I,
be in that blue, they
yeah,
come out with their
I was
Bluetooth.
one to always kind of shake my head when you got your big ass Bluetooth in your ear. I had one too, but I only used it. I only had it when I only had it in when I was talking. It just wasn't there, And so it's funny that you say that because it's just like you hit the nail on the head. That's hilarious, Tyra. That's hilarious. The conversation that the mom had with Mia, I see both sides and I liked it.
Yeah.
It was a nice mother-daughter moment because prior to this, they're yelling and screaming at each other and
Mhm.
it just seemed like
Drinking.
the mom was just off the rocker, just I'm gonna do whatever I want. I mean, she's older, she can do that, but she just seems so irresponsible in the previous
Mhm.
episodes and just didn't take responsibility for nothing. But here, this was a better. I got to see her in a different light because I don't mind Maya being frustrated with the situation and aspiring to do more. Like, damn, I want more. I've made mistakes here. I've made mistakes there. We all have, but I want more. But hearing the response from mom, just like, well, just let's look at this now. It could be worse. This is the situation that I was in. Like, I didn't even have any assistance. You have Lamont. And the thing I want to Mia to learn is, yeah, she does have Lamont. So stop treating him like crap. Like let a light bulb go off and be like, okay, this is my daughter's father. Let me just stop using him like an old washcloth, and
I'm
dumping
laughing
on my
at silly
yeah.
you.
So never
I hate
can say
that
she's
Mia's
from
mom can never say she's proud of Mia or uplift her, and then down here say, "Well, I guess she trying.
yeah, yeah.
No, I really like the fact. I did love, and I do love playing with my kids and the whole thing. But it's a whole thing of having to kind of grin and bear it when you're going through something and put on a strong face for your kids. But I think it said a lot that her mother could relate. Like, yeah, she's always serving up the same thing, so it does show that her mom also, does things like playhouse and restaurant and stuff with her granddaughter. Because at first I didn't think she did any of that. It just came off as she was drinking and maybe too preoccupied with other things to show her grandchild enough attention. But yeah, I feel like the mother is coming through.
And,
Go
and,
ahead.
and free game here. On a side note, Tara, I've always felt that we've been knowing each other for a few years now, and I've always felt that you are a great mother from what I've seen. I don't think you're beating baby Alex, when the camera's off or anything like that. But the conversations that we've had, I've always felt that way, and that's just a good quality. And the free game part is sometimes the things that women value in a male partner is not what we value in a woman. You know, like okay, you know, women want men to be the breadwinner, the provider, the protector. You know, if you can make 6, 7 figures, you know, all that, that's great. That's not a requirement for men. That is a bonus. You know, for men, one of the things that we are looking for in a wife, there are many things, is okay, can this woman be a good mother to my child if we have children? And if we can't, if we don't see that in you, it's just a no-go automatic. I don't care how many degrees or how much money you have. If I can't see that you're a good mother, no. And so that just came to mind. I just kind of wanted to, you know, throw that out there if anybody
Of
was
course,
taking
man.
notes or anything. So
Yeah, y'all trying to pull up on B, you better have your motherhood skills together. You
this
gotta
is
be able to
true.
have them childbirthing hips and be a good mother, okay? Stop playing
Yes,
out
yes,
here.
yes, yes,
Let's see. Real
yeah,
repercussions.
yeah, yeah.
Chastity tricked to go in and check on the girls gets ambushed and, retaliation for her emptying out the motel to do
Mm.
business herself. B, did your heart stop when she was getting jumped by 3 men?
Yeah, I was not expecting this. That was like I was like, it was I felt I was, it was hurting me. I was like, oh, it was because they showed her she got hit 6 times and
You
thrown to the ground
counted?
once. I did. I was like, I don't want to see women getting beat on like with a pistol whip. Like I was just like, where did this come from? I thought we were seducing and scheming. That's bad enough. And now we, you know, blood and teeth are like, that's awful. That is awful. I mean, it's kind of part of the lifestyle. I didn't expect to see that at all. And
Mm,
so out of all the characters, I like Chastity. I like
yeah.
Chauncey. And I didn't want to see her get beat down like that. It's just yeah, it sucked. It sucked. And I didn't like it. The acting with the execution was great, the sound, editing, mixing. You know, we didn't see the last four, but we heard it. And I was just like, Jesus, stop it, stop it, stop it. So yeah, this was an interesting turn right here. You know, repercussions. That's the best caption you can have up there.
Yeah, it brought the Grand Theft Auto scenarios full circle for me. Because we
Yeah.
do have Chastity, like you said, I think 2 episodes. She was, breaking into the car, stealing the money type of situation. And Chastity is not above doing some miscellaneous stuff to get her way or get ahead or get money. And eventually, sometimes you do have to answer for those things. And I think maybe this was the first time that something this severe happened to her. Like, I was like, no, Chastity. I was like,
Mhm.
oh my gosh. I was yelling at the girls, like, dude, y'all get up, all y'all, and do something. I was like, well,
Right,
what
right.
exactly can they do? It's 3 men here. Everybody has a gun. It was not a comfortable situation to see Duke in, but I think it's realistic for us to expect something like this to happen. If not, then it's like everything's sunshine, roses, and rainbows. Like, no, it has to be some realism to the type of lifestyle that Chastity in and what she is doing and how she is moving. You rolled
Right.
up on a group of people with a gun. Somebody
Yeah.
rolled up on you with the gun and showed mercy because
Yeah.
I was gonna kill you. I was like, oh my god, he's gonna kill Chastity.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, we've all heard this since we was young. I remember my mom talking to me when I was a child, like, you know, Brandon, what goes around comes around, and I don't feel comfortable saying that she deserved it. But even the episode prior to this, she was busting out windows and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can't just keep going around doing faulty stuff and not expect it to catch up to you. And in this way, it did. And so yeah, it's just try not to put yourself in a situation, man.
Yeah, we just see not even those repercussions, but just the repercussions of the situation now working out with the two of the girls. The girls just solely, it's all about us. Like, this also affects Chastity going back to a career that she really doesn't want to do anymore.
Right. Right.
Let's move out. Poor Chastity. I was like, oh, like, and then here we didn't like see the severity of how badly she was beat, but yeah, we gonna get there because what? Oh, let's see. Getting locked up for sure. You're the only reason I survived the hotel. We're seeing more and more like sentimental moments here. Of course, she slept there, and you see Maurice like gearing up. Let me get cash while I still can. Maybe give it to my money, sell off some, things, and get ready to spend my time in jail. And you have Shauna just kind of like, no, you don't know that. Like, but wait, what? I'm like, Shauna, what are you talking about? Do we not know for sure that he is getting locked up? I didn't know that there was anything to be indecisive about will or won't he get locked up. I thought it was official. B, is it not official that he's going to jail?
I guess it is, but I just want to say boo to this whole scene because I'm still on that. Like, I just want to know if Shauna would be acting this way towards him if she had a place to stay. Like, she's just, it's just. And of course, like I'm not even mad at Maurice for soaking it in because he's really vulnerable right now. He's finna go to jail, so he's feeling all types of lonely and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna try to get some type of love and affection. I ain't mad at him for that. Just stay strong, my bro. Stay strong.
I thought it was sincere when she was talking about all the moments, him making her laugh at the hotel, just kind of reminiscing. I thought it was sincere.
We've all learned, we've all lived and learned, man. You can't put nothing past nobody, man. So let's see the same energy, Shauna, when you have a place to stay. Like, baby cakes, it's gonna be okay. Wait a minute, the shirt that you had, that's the shirt you wore on our first blah 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 blah. I don't know, man. You gotta be careful out there. I'm just saying. So
I cannot stand your woman voice every single time. It sounds like Mrs. Puff from SpongeBob. I swear. Let's see, pimp down, pimp in the dress. In my Cat Williams voice, Chasity, girl, take it to church because they didn't have to spare your life. Absolutely, that could have ended really, really bad. Let's see, Shauna was being optimistic. Oh, Lord, stupidity is contagious. Lord, cheesing so hard for this man who tried to take her down with him. But pretty Danny at this point, she doesn't know about him recording her and all of that good stuff. She's she was trying to share a sentimental moment, even though B like girl, this is the homeless talking. You just need to play your head.
And the thing is like. We can't feel sorry for him, bro. Like, I know it sucks, but you did this. You were stealing from people. Like, this is what you get. So, anyway.
Girl, bye. Lamont is really just trying to be your baby daddy. Really, I'm really just your baby daddy now. I'm not interested. I'm here to get the baby. I was here for, first of all, I can't stand on TV. Every time you watch TV, somebody picking up a grown, extra big child. Like, put that child down. They always picking up children over 3. That's really too old. Get off of me. Anyway. Heavy children are heavy, but he's just there to get the baby and just completely ignoring Mia. She's used to him kind of flirting, doting over her and all of this stuff, trying to intertwine herself with a mom and daddy daughter moment. Like, we've had time to spend together since you've been away. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Like, back up.
Yes.
How did you feel about Mia getting shot down?
It's going down tomorrow. Yes, man. I'm over like, flex on him. Yes. I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? He didn't bother her none at all. And I loved it. I loved it. So keep that same energy, Lamont. I don't want him to be taken advantage of. So I was over here like, yes. I messed up the mic. Yes. What I'm interested, what was weird to me though, was why the daughter was so excited to leave. Like, I don't understand.
I think, which I love, she's sing. This is probably the most time she's ever spent with Lamont, legitimately. Like, my honey would tell me all the time, the baby is different. Soon as you come around, it's all about you. It be me when it's just me. Like, okay. So now he's had all this time to spend away from Mia. That's, pretty much all she knows. So now it's like a different energy. Mom, hey, you maybe could have stayed gone, as long I was fine with my daddy. This is a new side. This is something fresh. I'm used to my mom, but I'm new to my dad too.
Well, because last time she didn't want to go with Lamont when she was going out of town. She was throwing temper tantrums at the studio. Where's my Happy Meal? I'm plugging stuff. Daddy, you suck. But now, I mean, I like that she likes to want to build it was just kind of a weird transition for me. I was like, did I miss something here? Because I would see if she was hungry in the corner, like, Mommy, I'm hungry. I gave you some chips 3 hours ago. Shut up. Mommy, I want to play. No, I don't want to play with you. Wait till your daddy gets here and then you can play. So I just was like, she just kind of treated her mom like she was the boogie woman or boogeyman. So I don't know.
Daddy said, what? All the babies need love time. She's still a little girl. No, I'm here for that. You picking the baby up, loving on them. I'm here for that. on like TV shows, they will have like an 8, 9, 10-year-old. They'll run up and they'll pack them away. Like, what is you packing this kid like this, baby? Whoa, hey, man, please. I love the children.
Stiff arming all
The
the kids.
children says kids are very sometimey. Yeah, she is, and I think it's just her finally having a moment to really spend with Lamont, and hey, this is fine. I'm enjoying spending time with my daddy. It's something new, and everybody knows it's like a universal unwritten law that you get away with more stuff on daddy time than you do on mommy time. That's just the rule.
Yeah.
She might have a little bit more freedom. Like you said, she had all them tantrums. She ain't able to do that with Mia. So, like she says, I can't do that.
That's true.
Yeah, this was
I
nice.
can't wait to experience it myself.
This was nice though. I was glad Lamont did everything, but girl,
Yeah.
girl, if you don't, I ain't here for you. I'm here for the baby.
Look at the head nod that he got. Like, man, what do you want? Yeah. I love it.
Yes, I'm here for that. And Mia's like, and you ain't even gonna speak to me. You ain't gonna say bye. Like, no, I'm just here for the baby. No. This is where we see the bulk of Chastity's injuries. I was like, Chastity, you missing a tooth, Chastity? It's one thing to get beat up and injured, but your teeth, like Chastity is so beautiful. First of all, Chastity is really really pretty. So just to see her in this state, like, wow! What were you thinking when you saw Chastity?
It hurt. Like I know she was in pain. They're doing really good job, showing how much agony she's going through. And I didn't comment on it earlier when she was getting beat. The acting from her, it was this one shot to where she was looking like her eyes got real big. Like I'm actually getting my ass beat right now, and I may die. Did a great job there. Did a great job here too. I really sensed her pain. Where has this guy been the whole time? That crossed my mind too. Like, bro,
Well,
I
they
needed you a
were
long time ago. You know what I'm
the
saying?
girls were supposed to be under, this is the uncle. The girls were supposed to be kind of under him while they were gone, but he handles stuff. This is an OG triple OOOOOG. He handles stuff because he got the old Bettys, the old hoes walking around. He's like,
Yeah.
it's not the same. Like, we'd rather just go and do things solo dolo while you're away. But as he says, like, with him being an OG, I ain't shot a nigga since 03. Like, I really got to go out here and handle business. As all I got is my balls in my word. You do see that this is where Chastity has learned the bulk of her behavior from, her ways, her lifestyle. The mom, passing away. She's been left with this uncle, I think she said since 12. So
Yeah.
that says a whole lot. But as soon as he, pulled out the gun, I was like, oh, we already know where this is going. But you do see that Chastity is hoping that, so you just gonna have a talk with him, right? Or you just gonna beat him up like he beat me up. You're not actually gonna shoot this dude. And we see what happens at the end of the episode. But yeah, the uncle is old, OG, and he's about that lifestyle. Chastity isn't willing to go this far, and she really doesn't want to. Like, I can't wait to see how Chastity moves after something this severe. Like, Chastity is missing a whole tooth. Like,
Yeah.
Respect to, all the other injuries just look like downright horrible, but the tooth just took me out. I was not expecting her to be missing a tooth, and I want to know how long she gonna be missing a tooth. Marie's been recording you, girl. Oh, the hater showed up. The cousins showed up. They were, seducing and scheming, living their best life. They have really just been enjoying each other's company as if no time had passed. And it kind of made Maurice forget about what he's been, going through for a minute until the cousin shows up and reminds him, why are you trusting her? Why is she here? And as soon as he, gives a little pushback to the cousin, like, remember what you said? You didn't think I heard you outside. You said that, I should take the fall. And it's like, you know what? Let me throw some salt on this situation. He been recording you the whole time. B, how did you feel about this?
Just men like that are not in my life. Thank God. I was so upset. And the thing about it is, I can't necessarily get mad at him for his initial reaction when he just walks in like, whoa, what is she doing here? You know what I'm saying? Like, I thought we were, trying to record her, and, but there's just a man law, a man code, things you do, things you don't do. And you don't do what he did with her. Oh, by the way, he's recording you. That's just some bitch assness that I don't like. And justice needs to be served.
I thought
If
this was like a presentation of like, I thought it was confirmation of like, okay, he's guilty. Because if you really cared about me as my cousin, my family, even if she was here, you could have released that amount of information. You didn't have to say that, because now that just completely cancels any chance of me getting a recording of her snitching on herself to free myself. So that shows that you really never cared about my situation.
yeah, and Maurice also could have lied. Like, no, he's lying. I don't know why he didn't. That's what I would have done, but you know, he wanted to be honest Abe, I guess. Yeah, well, it's not exactly the way he said it. I don't
Well,
know.
everybody's thinking with their other half and not their brain. Like, clearly, this cousin is every man for himself. Like, I'm thinking about myself. He proved that with even Maurice and the cousin. I damn sure ain't thinking about Sean. If I'm thinking, I ain't even thinking about my cousin. Like, if
Yeah.
it's up about somebody doing some jail time, I'm gonna save myself. Like, but I don't know why. First of all, I was Shauna. I wouldn't be going anywhere near Maurice's spot. She
You
could.
know,
I don't care. Like the fact that she left the girls and went there. I was like, what, Shauna? What are you doing? Like, no. Him, mixing it up with Shauna. Like, it just seems like Maurice is kind of stuck into a certain place. What do you feel like Maurice should be doing at this moment, B?
I said a few moments ago, I should have left the country. But no, I don't know. At this, I mean, I guess what he's doing. I mean, he's just trying to soak in, what he has left, make a little bit of money, and get a little pound town, I guess, too. I don't know. What can he do? I don't
Let's
know.
see. He showed up like, Shauna, you in danger, girl. Get out. The lack of street smarts is disappointing. Yeah, no, nobody, especially Shauna. Shauna has no street smarts whatsoever, or she wouldn't even went over there. I would be keeping all kind of distance from Marie. She's crazy. Like, just leave, man. Who should leave? Let's see this man talking like a bitter. Yeah, he was very upset to see. I think he just was like,
Like,
oh, I think it's also guilt. Like, if I already snitched and I've incriminated my own cousin, you were supposed to go along with it. You supposed to get her to snitch, and then we could have got away scot free. You were messing it up. Like, I feel like it's guilt along with a little bit of hating.
yeah, a
Whole
lot of
lot of
hate,
that.
not a little bit, a lot.
Let's see. I fear retaliation is coming for the uncle and Chasity. It's going to be back and forth. It might get nasty. Let's see. I wonder what Mia gonna do when he pull up with Tiffany. Yeah, we discussed that. That's definitely going to gonna have some type of ramifications, and I can't wait for that. Chasity told her to keep Mo close. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't care what Chasity said. I wouldn't be having nothing to do with this man. Because keeping him close, she would have slipped up and said something she shouldn't have, it would have been recorded. Like, if you've been incriminated for a crime and I was just even questioned a little bit and I'm in the clear, I don't got nothing to say to you, bro. This was cute. I felt like this was really cute. We have Shauna once again going back and forth with nowhere to go, and Shauna is really out here homeless. I just can't accept that. I just can't accept that. But I did like this little moment with her and Mia, them once again supporting each other. B, did you care about this at all?
Nope. 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 Nothing to say about that.
Terrible. Well, we get here, and yeah, Duke is not about this type of life at all. First of all, I didn't mean to laugh, but due to Duke's tooth being missing, she goes, "Yeah, you old punk ass nigga." Like, yeah, nigga. Like, how she was, you old punk ass nigga. Like, that was funny, but yeah, Uncle does a whole lot more than just beat him up. He takes his life. B, what did you think?
Well, I kind of was like, bro, did you not just see the women that was outside the car, a few feet away? Like, they may snitch on you, buddy. I was definitely down for the ass whooping. But did he kill him though? It was off screen. Maybe he did. We'll have to wait and see next week. But if he did kill him, I don't think he should have. He could shoot him up, shoot him in the ankles, the kneecap. Because it's my thing is I've always been like this. Like, okay, if you're gonna kill somebody, why go through the actions of beating them up? Just take them out. Unless you just needed a punching bag because you're stressed or something. That's So I don't think that he should have killed him. If he did kill him, I think he should have just beat him severely and shot him up. Not the kill shot, but I again another dark moment because I didn't think it was also funny when they was out talking and hey, what's up with old girl? What happened? And he was like, oh yeah, we had a misunderstanding, and he was like, oh okay, and then the camera panned back to Chastity. So, oh okay, thank God. They're just talking. That's what I wanted. It's resolved. The beef is squashed. But he went to just knock the hell out of him. And that last punch, he leaned in on him. Man, this guy, he is a good 265 at least, and just leaned on him. I was like, God, dog, and then smashed him with the door. That was enough. I don't think you ruined your streak, bro. You 20 years clean, and you just ruined it. So I don't think it was necessary.
Well, he showed that he was not above catching a body, since 03. I'll do it. But I'm hoping with him going over, physically beating on a man, putting his handprints all over the car, that he did not catch a body again, because that's all just gonna come back. Like, you left all your evidence there. But regardless of that, Chastity was hoping that he didn't take it that far. With Chastity's reaction, it did look like, oh my God, he killed him. I thought he was just going, punk ass nigga. Like, I was like, Chastity, you're too. Somebody said she looked like Krishan. that is just downright terrible. Damn, B, like that. I think that's for you, not caring about Mia and Shauna's embrace on the sofa.
Yeah.
Yes, he should have put him in a casket due to the street code. You have to make sure you have respect on these streets. Let's see. Nah, I just keep hearing that clank clank of them handcuffs crossing around my wrist. That's all I need to stay away from Maurice. Amateur Danny, straight amateur. Straight amateur. But yeah, leaving this and proving that Chastity is not at all, like, I'm not trying to go through these lengths. Like, I just really don't want to do anything. I think this will push Chastity even more with her wanting to be a manager, like, in the future, because this ain't it. Right. Predictions for episode 7B.
I can't predict nothing. Let's see here. I don't know. Lord AK coming back and being a completely different person than he was before, and riding off on the
again? Really? I think we were going to see him again with how they're acting in this episode.
I want to predict the confrontation that's inevitable to happen between Mia and Lamont's baby mama, his new girlfriend, and Mia. I'm looking forward to that. That's what I'm predicting it to be funny as hell and messy.
I'm thinking that too. I can't wait for that. I think that's because I think we only get 8 episodes, so it's gotta come next episode. So I'm predicting, of course, we will have the run in, like, oh, this why you're not talking to me no more because you with we're gonna have that. I'm hoping that we really have Duke have a self-reflective moment and maybe, dig more into her drive, just like she's driven as a pimp. Yeah, give that same energy as a manager. Not that she's not giving enough, but maybe you could do more to get as far away from this lifestyle as you possibly can. And I'm hoping Shauna has a place to stay in the episodes to come, and she is not running around being homeless. Like, those are my predictions. And I don't know. With Maurice, it's no reason for Shauna to reach back out now if he, thought that much of you to record your conversations. I guess we're just gonna be looking forward to Maurice just getting locked up at this point. That's all I got.
We'll see.
Oh man, but that is the show. Thank you to I think we got at least 65 people in here. Hopefully all of you guys hit the like button. That would be awesome. Let's see, I think the uncle felt like he had to protect his niece. The uncle felt some type of way about him putting his hands on Chastity's. Of course, but it's like, if you killed a dude, then that's, not even that, just there's always, constant retaliation. There's a chance that might even come back on them. Like, Chastity just needs to get far and far away, away from all of that. Unc showed Chastity that he'd still stick up for her, but went about it the wrong way. Yeah, that's that.
Send him to the emergency room. You don't have to kill him. Send him to the emergency room. Make
No,
him reflect on his thoughts. Like, I'm
we
not
could
gonna do
be.
this.
They could just, put these P's on your forehead. Like,
Yeah.
hopefully she goes to get her tooth fixed. That's all I want. Everything else will heal in due time. Hopefully nothing was broken, but I don't want to see Chasity going into the next episode looking like Krishan. I don't want to see that personally.
Yeah.
But B, I am gonna give you the screen for a minute to tell the people what you have going on, where they can find you, and what's going on this week. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Well, first of all, B Avery, just my opinion reviews. Follow me on social media, Instagram, Twitter, handles on the screen. And Tyra, thank you for having me. And again, guys, it's not Tyra's fault that we was a little tardy. It was my fault. And make sure you thumbs up the video. That's the least you can do. Subscribe to my channel. Just my opinion reviews. What I have coming up next on my platform is tomorrow. I'm having super duper episode number 29. I am going to be talking nothing but superhero and comic book news. Iron Man, Hulk, Deadpool, Blade, a lot of stuff to talk about. I don't know what time it's going to be in the afternoon. It'll be no later than 5 p.m., but that's going to be tomorrow. And then Sunday, the regular movie news roundup, I think number 111. Also, I'm going to be checking out Percy Jackson. Is that what it's called? The Percy Olympian Disney Plus show. I'm gonna be covering that. Also, Wonka is coming out, and so I'm gonna be reviewing that as well. But also The Color Purple, okay, with Fantasia and Holly Bailey. I did get a chance to see it this past Monday. I got my out of theater reaction already recorded. Haven't posted it yet, but I'm gonna be working on that review that drops Christmas, and so I think you guys should go see it, especially those that didn't like the original, saying that it was blackmail, hate propaganda, making it black. You may feel different about the musical, so that's all I'm gonna say about that now. But that's coming. I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, so the Percy Jackson and the Olympian thing, Wonka, Color Purple, Movie News Roundup, and Super Duper. Oh, and Yu Yu Hakusho is dropping on Netflix next Friday as well, a week from today. So I'm gonna be trying to cover that as well. And so I have some stuff to do, and so I'm gonna get it done. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yeah, come through, subscribe. Tyra just dropped the link in the chat, and so I would love to see you over on my channel as well.
Absolutely. B, like that was everything. B rundown is like I'm doing everything. Everything. B has some really, really awesome content over there. This coming either Sunday or Monday, I will be doing my review with VKJ TV of Raising Canaan. But tomorrow, I cannot express enough. Tomorrow, the review for the Temptations full the whole thing, the whole miniseries, y'all. I am breaking down the whole miniseries tomorrow. Let me get it up on this screen so y'all can go and just check it out. Cause your girl worked hard on this video. YouTube be
Hold on, this is the one with Leon, right?
Of course.
I'm just making sure.
Of course. Is it another Temptation movie?
I was like, wait a minute, did another one come out that I did not know about or something?
Oh, no, we are strictly old school over here. Okay. Y'all, it is up.
Yes.
Up in 18 hours to 2 p.m. CST. We will be, going in. Y'all know with this one, I had to do an intro. I had to sing some songs. So you get in the concert. Get ready to come over and sing with me and all that good stuff. But I worked really hard on this video. This is my longest video to date. It's an hour and some change. I ain't never made a video this long. It took forever to edit. So I'm hoping to see you guys there tomorrow. And we should, have a really, really good time. I can't wait. I'm just so excited.
Yes.
Took me forever to edit that. Took me forever to edit that, y'all. And edit it to YouTube's liking for them to just, let me go in the clear and give your girl some green. But, you guys have been awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to be sure to comment down at the bottom. We can't express that enough, how those comments in the bottom, there with those comments. I don't care if you leave an emoji. Leave, a tooth down there for Chastity. Leave whatever you like to, but just support us and what we're doing. Once again, this is on both of our platforms. So if you are new here, get over there and check out B with Just My Opinion. And we will definitely see you guys next week for episode 7. B, you got anything else?
That's it. I'm good.
All right. Y'all have a good night.
Peace.
Mm.